Oh! You ready?
Ready.
Check. Greetings, folks. Welcome back to the Jason Damico Show. We're at the 24th annual Millennium Music Conference with my good friend, Tim Barbour from Strung. And what is the group's name that you're with out of New York?
Blameshift.
Cool.
Yeah.
Rock and roll, right?
Yeah, hard rock, female fronted.
Awesome.
Yep.
So let's talk a little bit about how you started this company. I mean, this is just really, really cool entrepreneurship 101. Like,
Thank you.
I won't give away the story because I want you to tell it. But, back in the road days, dead materials, so to speak, and turning junk into treasure,
That's really how it started. We been touring for about 10 years on the road. We do about 200 shows a year.
Wow.
So we've lived, in a tour bus, traveling every day is in a new city. Typical 5-hour drive,
Yeah.
My guitar tech at the time was changing up 3 or 4 guitars every 2 shows because that's like what we would do,
Mm-hmm.
and had a lot of just strings in the bus. So one day my singer, Jenny, she was put it around her wrist. She's like, this could kind of be a cool, because the acoustic strings are gold and rose gold, and then the electric strings are silver. So together the 3 colors were like a bracelet, like the Alex Anani or whatever you want, fashion bracelets, And we started selling them at our merch table, around the country. And within the first month, we were outselling our entire merch setup, which is 3 hoodies and 10 t-shirts and all of our crap that we sell, we were outselling everything from our bracelets alone. And we're like, this shouldn't just be a little merch idea, side hustle. We got to make a real brand out of this. So we took a year and a half off of touring. We branded the whole concept of our line, and we launched the website in 2016. And just kind of took it from there and ran with it. So
very cool. And you guys have a couple of. Is it safe to say endorsements? But we know that there are some celebrities wearing these.
Yeah.
At this point.
So, we have a couple different platforms on our brand. Most importantly, we give back a portion of every bracelet to music education for kids. So there's
very cool
charity with the Music Cares, through the Grammy Foundation, the NAM Foundation. We work a lot with that platform. But we get strings from famous musicians that either recorded, a recording session, or they toured and they change out their strings, and they donate them to us.
Wow.
And they sign an authenticity card verifying that it was played at that concert or at that recording, and then we resell it back to their fans. It's super cool. A fan gets to see the artist play on stage in front of whether it's 100 people or 20,000 people, and then they get to wear the string that was actually they heard play on that stage. So
what are some of the names? I heard Keith Urban was one of them.
Well, yeah, we're working right now with the CMAs.
Okay.
So we do that every year. We're working to get a couple big country artists on board right now. We just got we have Dave Ellefson from Megadeth.
Oh, nice.
We partnered with Sumerian Records, so we do Sleeping with Sirens. We just got this singer from Asking Alexandria on board.
Cool.
Lizzie from Hailstorm is a new artist that's coming on board.
Yeah.
So it's cool. It's and the thing about music, it's there's all these genres, and there's no we could go into all these different. It just doesn't have to be rock artists. Anyone that has a guitar in their band,
right?
It works. So it's cool.
From a design element, where did this really start for you guys? Was it more of a collaborative thing, or was anybody really spearheading the creative as far as the designs? And because the vendor station down there, you've got 50, 60, 70 different names or custom, the cross, you've got the I saw all these lyric ideas too, and it's just really unique, really, really custom, which is cool.
Yeah, we needed there's a lot of companies that make jewelry out of anything, and it needed to be something we needed to set ourselves apart. So the whole concept of our core brand, which is aside from the famous artist line, is shot by a playlist. So every bracelet is inspired by a song title. So you literally, our little handcuff bracelet is Breaking the Law. Our little keys, we have 3 little keys on a bracelet. It's Should I Stay or Should I Go Now? So they're all a little bit of wit behind how we created it, but it's all inspired by all different songs from all different genres of music. So you shop by a playlist, and then you wear a playlist of your favorite songs. They come with little song cards. So it's just a new experience for customers to first of all, who doesn't love music, and secondly, like it's something fresh and something new, and people seem to love it. You know,
I think it's great, man. As we wrap up, what would you say? You know, looking 5-10 years down the road for this brand and kind of what you're doing. Do you just expand on that for a minute or so?
Yeah, I mean, we're gonna as of now, we do a lot of the larger music festivals. We want to create more presence at the music festivals where we have more activations.
Right.
I have this concept that I want to do a VR type of thing where like you put on like part of our booth. It's not even selling product. It's like experiencing a live concert. You look down, like you choose if you're a man or woman. You look down your wrists in the VR and you see the bracelets on your wrist. You're at a live festival and you see like Strung in the back of the stage on the actual stage you're experiencing, and you get in a minute of like being in a festival of your genre of choice.
Wow.
As part of like our brand, making more of the festival, like the events that we do, more a memorable experience, and then translating that to online sales. Of, you know, obviously we sell through Instagram and Facebook, so building the brand in a unique way that uses music obviously as the main platform. And then raising as much money as we can to support, you know, the whole music education platform and getting the biggest of the biggest artists on board supporting what we do, and then, you know, living on a beach somewhere and drinking a lot of beer. You know? That's my actual plan. So, you know,
I love it. I ask everybody this at the end. If you could go back in time, knowing what you know now, with your experiences in the industry as an entrepreneur and a musician, if you go back in time to your 15-year-old self, knowing what you know now, what would you tell them?
It's crazy because, like, you know, the mistakes I made throughout life helped me get to this point. So, like, a lot of I was always looking for that side hustle. As an artist, you don't make a lot of money on the road. Even if you're a big artist, like I have friends that are signed to major labels, and like everyone takes so much.
After the expense sheet, man, it's sparse.
Everyone's taking a piece.
Everybody else has to get paid first.
Yeah,
you know?
And the artist is like, oh, cool, like we grossed that much, and I'm getting paid what, you know?
Yeah.
So like, you need a side hustle. You need a way to make money while you're touring, while you're not touring, especially. So like, you know, I wish I would have thought of this idea, and my wife Jenny, who's a singer in my band, like she really thought of it. I just take credit for it. But I wish the idea would have came into fruition earlier, because like, you know, we would have just had that much more time to build it. But I really wouldn't have changed much. I just, you know, I think I learned a lot through the process that, like, I don't know, there's nothing that I would have done the same path, I think, in my life. I think it all led to like just cool things. And obviously I'm touring for all those years, and we still tour. I would have never given that up either. So it's always, it all adds up to a pretty cool story that hopefully will turn into a even better story, you know?
Well, I'll do real quick with you a popcorn. We call this the Shootout, like on the 2-hour versions of the show when we have long episodes. But I'll just say a couple of names of brands in the industry, or, you know, concepts, and you just popcorn back an answer for, you know, first thing that comes to mind.
All right.
Les Paul.
BB King.
Marshall.
What's the probably like Guns N' Roses?
Yeah. Humbuckers.
PRS.
Single coil.
Telly.
Clean.
Bogner.
Yeah. Kind of distorted.
Vox.
Fully distorted.
Kemper.
Ah. They're great, man. I've got one. They're incredible. Last one.
Plus, it's all the shit that I play, so I had to shout out at least all my people that support me. So,
Bass.
Fender.
Can't argue with that, man. Well, thanks again for your time.
Thank you, man.
Let everybody know again one more time. We'll have it in the description box, and for those of you listening on audio platforms, we'll have this as well, that information there. But once again, just if you could just say the website, Instagram, all those handles.
Totally. The company's called Strung. GetStrung.com is the website.
Cool.
Strung Officials, all our socials, and our band's called Blameshift, which you can search and find us on every annoying media platform that exists. So, definitely go check out some bracelets and check us out at a festival. Come say what's up.
Yeah.
And thanks for having me, man. I appreciate it.
Thanks, Tim.
Pleasure.
Appreciate it, man.
Thank you.
Jason Damico Show. Thanks again for watching this segment. Coming back at you with another one shortly, and we're out.